All right, you guys requested it. Here it is. Today we have another triple base episode based on last week's episode. Another group of 100, 101 proof bourbons that I think may lead me on my quest to see what my favorite 100 or 101 proofer is. Cooper's Craft won last week. Wild Turkey 101 is surely going to be in there maybe in the finals. But today we have the Wheel Horse 101 versus Early Times, the new Early Times, versus the 100 proof Origin series from Bardstown Bourbon Company. Let's see who wins this episode. It's the triple base on the Mash and Drum. What's up, folks? I'm Jason C, and welcome to the Mash and Drum. Like, subscribe, share, and help grow the channel for 2023. Welcome to today's double bass episode. If you have any suggestions for some head-to-head matchups, leave them below in the comments. Let's learn a little bit more about today's triple bass matchup. First up is Wheel Horse Bourbon. Wheel Horse whiskey is made at the historic Green River Distilling Company in Owensboro, Kentucky. Age is between 2 to 4 years old. Mash bill is 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. It's bottled at 101 proof and priced at about 32 bucks. Next one up is a fan favorite, and it's Early Times Bottled and Bond. Now in 2020, the Early Times brand was purchased from Brown-Forman by Sazerac. The Early Times Bottled and Bond currently on the shelf today is the remaining inventory from the acquisition. Now, Barton 1792 Distillery has been distilling and aging Early Times since the acquisition, using the same mash bill and proprietary yeast strain. So how do you know you have the current bottle of Early Times Bottled and Bond? Well, the back label shows where the product was produced, DSP KY354, which is for Early Times, and where it was bottled, which is DSP KY12 for Barton. The mash bill is 79 corn, 11% rye, 10% malted barley. This is bottled at 100 proof. It's at least 4 years old and still a great price, only about 25 bucks. The last bottle it's going against is the Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin Series 100 proof bottled and bond wheated bourbon. All distilled and produced by Bardstown Bourbon Company. This long-awaited bourbon is aged for 6 years. Mash bill 68 corn, 20% wheat, 12% malted barley. It's bottled at 100 proof, and the most expensive in this matchup at around 55 bucks. All right, so if any of you have never seen a double bass, or in this case a triple bass episode, what I do is I taste through these and I'll rate nose, palate, and finish. And the glass that gets the most points wins, basically. Now, last week, Cooper's Craft took it pretty easily, I think, in the matchup. So a lot of people ask me also, why do you use the black Glencairns? It's because, sometimes even a whiskey that's the same age, so say all these whiskeys are 4 years, there could be some color variation, and I don't want to be swayed by color. I just want to focus on what's in the glass when I'm tasting and the finish on it. So that's why I use the black Glens, or in this case, as I call them, Batman's whiskey glasses.
I'm Batman.
All right, let's go to the first one. Man, love the nose here. Very, very fruit forward. Very sweet. Your typical caramels, vanillas here. Say really good solid nose. Nothing really jumping out of the glass. Let's go to number 2. Ooh, number 2 has like this. It's got like this peanut buttery thing going on compared to number 1, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it's a little bit darker than the first one, which I definitely like. Man, go back to 1 here real quick. Yeah, 1's a little brighter, 2 is a little bit darker. Yeah, I'm almost getting picking up like a peanut butter vibe on 2. That's weird. All right, let's go to 3. Wow, 3, I'm picking up getting a lot of citrus in this one. A ton of citrus, almost like lemon lime soda. Like it smells like Sprite almost. Man, that's crazy. Man, all 3 noses are really different, which is why you do this. 1 might be the most balanced. 2, I think, is the darkest, and 3 has all that citrus going on. I think for me, the nose is gonna go to, I think, number 2. I am feeling the nose on number 2 the most. All right, number 2 takes nose. Let's see who takes palate. Here we go. Wow, first one matches the nose. It's very sweet, very, very vanilla forward. Little hint of like toffee there on the palate as well. Got a little burst of like juicy fruit gum going on too. It's kind of nice. A little bit of citrus there too. Man, good spice. Man, that's nice. All right. Number one coming in. I think I like the palate more than the nose on number one, I'll tell you that. So let's go to number two here. Number two, I was getting like these weird peanut butter vibes off of, but I don't know. Could just be coming off the other one. Here we go. Not really the peanut buttery thing I was getting on the nose. I don't know where the peanut butter came from, but on the palate on number two, really, really good spice to this one. It's got probably probably the best, well, out of the two. I haven't tried number three yet, but out of the two, it's got the best texture. It really kind of sticks to your palate here, which is really nice. It's always kind of a bonus thing I think you get in whiskey when it's got a really good texture to it, and it just kind of sticks to your palate a little bit. It's good. It's very even keel. I don't think it's actually though as flavorful as I'm getting in one though. I mean, it's good, but I don't know. I know that's tough. I'm not really sure which one I like better. Okay, let's go to number three, which was the citrus bomb. Let's see if the palate holds true here. Oh man, yeah, number three is so citrus forward to me. Citrusy. That is like drinking straight up lemon lime soda, like Sprite. Or, what's the new one now? Starry. You guys know they got rid of Sierra Mist and then now they got Starry. And Starry is actually even sweeter. I think with Starry they add like a bunch of like high fructose corn syrup to it to make it really sweet.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
I haven't tasted it yet. I don't know if you guys have a preference. Let me know down in the comments. Have you tried Starry before? I don't know. But it's basically lemon lime soda to me. Yeah, super citrusy. I don't think I like this one over one of the two. So I think three is kind of going to be out of the mix here. It's really going to come down to one and two. When it comes to palate though, man, these are good. Both of these are really good. One, again, a little bit brighter. But I think two is just more developed. Yeah, I like two a lot. Two, I think, is the most balanced. It has a little bit darker, richer flavor for me. I'm gonna have to go with two. So either way, two looks like it's gonna take it. I mean, and I'll tell you right now, two already has the better finish than both of these on the end. So two is kind of a clean sweep. Whatever's in glass two just took out the entire triple base. It just swept it every category for me. Finish, palate, and also nose. The texture on it, I think, is what made the biggest deal for me, which is crazy when you think about it because they're all around the same proof. Only the wheel horse is 101. So let's find out what was in the super citrusy one, the lemon lime soda one. This one is really, that's crazy. Okay, that belongs to Bardstown Origins. Holy crap. Never would have guessed it. I do not remember it. Maybe because it's a wheater, it kind of comes off, I don't know. It came off so citrusy to me tonight. Yeah, and it drinks easy. That's probably maybe what held it back. That wheated mash bill made it feel so easy. I actually picked this against a couple of other really good wheated bourbons. I think I put it against Weller. I liked it more than Weller, but against these two, it just didn't do it for me tonight. So let's find out what kind of got, I guess, second place, which was in the running with number two. You gotta be kidding me. Wheel horse, which means early times. Early times, the fan favorite, the one that just always seems to win different blinds. I know people have thought that this one is a little bit different than the one. I mean, I think we can't really judge a change in early times until we start tasting the stuff that's starting to come out that's being aged at Barton. So we should, now if they acquired it in 2020, maybe we'll start seeing it in 2024, maybe next year. At that point, you'll only see DSP KY12 on the back. and not the other number for early times. So, but early times takes it. Something about early times. Unbelievable. Great triple base matchup, guys. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this triple base episode. We put Wheel Horse versus Early Times versus Bardstown Bourbon Company 100 Proof Origin Series. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. Keep letting me know down in the comments, guys, what other 100 proofers I should be putting in blinds to see what actually ends up winning out to be my favorite. There's a good amount of them out there. We could really start compiling this and making this kind of a fun series, I think, for everybody. It's just interesting to see how these are all falling together. So one thing I always like to do, and I'll do it here, is blend all three. And we'll kind of name the blend here. Let's call this, I know, I think there's just too many names to try to figure out. I'm just gonna call this, I'm gonna call it Not So Early Times. This is a Not So Early Times blend, because I'm actually filming this pretty late at night, so here we go. So that could be a good blend. However, I think there's too much of the origin in it. The wheater has taken over the blend. I think if I played with the proportions a little bit, it could have a little bit of a better balance. But either way, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time right here on the Mass and Drum. Cheers, guys.